Now, did you say shake hands, Kirsten? Toastmasters don't shake hands?
Yeah.
He did say shake hands on
You
the
come up, look, exchange. All right, come up.
web podcast thing. Mine does presentations all over the world all the time, and he talks. Joseph watches them frequently.
Yeah, so I later
One of those things where he said, they go, they say their name, what they're gonna be, speaking about, wait, them shake hands, and then leave as they.
All right, you comfortable doing that?
Okay.
Okay, so
Stand
Patrick's exiting, okay, John, thank you, Edward, Eduardo. All right. Are you cold?
I know.
All right, check the lights, somebody. I don't like those lights on the screen. And this is the room we will actually be in. Joseph, you have to tell social media today. Yeah.
Here, be careful. This one is not stable, so it might fall. Yeah.
All right, what do you think of the lighting?
Bigger.
Too dark? Not good?
Focus on the screen.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. I like how you two are standing. Your posture's great.
You want to record
Yeah.
voice.
And I liked how you smiled yesterday. You really felt it. You surprised me. Very fun job. Okay, and John, your posture's excellent. Should we remove that table
Today I didn't bring
next
my
week?
phone.
Yeah, we should do
I
it.
think so too.
The
All right.
just to record the voice because it might not sound.
All right, if Patrick doesn't show up the day of the presentation, who can take that over? We need an understudy. Yes. Okay, one comment about this slide. This slide is so beautifully done. I'd like you to draw a little attention to it rather than just read the numbers. So physically just point to the area that you're talking about. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Do I need to be nervous, guys?
Go ahead. It's all yours. Take control of the class. Take control of the group. Make eye contact, stand, move, and then start talking.
I don't know whose phone this is.
What do you need?
I just want to move the table up.
Okay. What's your? I'll take it out for you.
No, just move it here, because other
I think we'll
classes.
be fine, because everyone here reviews a couple times before then.
Reviews
in their
the
own
video?
time, you know what I'm saying? We'll be fine.
Okay.
Tito.
Should I put the phone right on the whiteboard? Because she moved the
Here
table.
comes Patrick right now. Busted in the door.
I don't.
You want to start over again?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Where do you think?
Man, they are. Sorry.
I don't know that. Now we can stop it.
Patrick will come up. Hello, and I will exit this way. Well,
So after she leaves, should we, like, is it like the proper thing to, real quick?
no applause.
All right.
Good thinking, Brett. I'm thinking of it.
So, hello, thank you everyone. My name is Patrick, and I'd like to thank you for coming today. About 2 months ago, Joan presented our Principles of Management class. I do have an updated slide. Presented our Principle of Marketing class with a proposal. The community education program wanted to get some insights into how the program was being received by the public, and if there was any way that they could improve upon it. Approve upon what Mary and her team were already doing to increase enrollment. Joan felt it would be a good way for us to incorporate the skills that we've been learning in class over the quarter and put it into a real-world scenario so that we could actually see some feedback and see how it works together. After meeting with Mary, we began to evaluate all parts of the community education program and develop a few strategies to engage the public to get feedback. During this presentation, we will present our findings on public awareness of the community education program at EVCC, feedback we received from the recent Small Business Symposium held at Linwood Convention Center, potential avenues of expansion based on interactions with local high school students, suggestions for their social media platforms, and comparisons against some of the other community education programs run by other local community colleges. We hope this presentation will be informative and useful. Thank you again for your time and your attention. Eduardo and John will now discuss the findings from the Small Business Symposium. Sorry.
Hello, my name is Eduardo Vargas. I was one of the students from the Edmonds Community College to attend the business symposium.
Talk slower. Start over, please.
My name is
A little bit louder,
Yeah.
My name is Eduardo Vargas. I was one of the students from Edmonds Community College to attend the business symposium. When I first got there, I saw that everyone was really well dressed, talking about business. I've never been in this type of situation. It was intimidating to begin with.
Stop right there. It was intimidating to me. Pause. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Intimidating to me and take a breath.
It was intimidating to me. But as time passed by, I realized we'll share something. We'll be able to spread our business and better our business. I realized that I was ready to start engaging in conversations. At the business symposium, we asked a total of 8 questions. The first question was, do you know what community education is? 35% of people knew what community education is, and the majority of 50 did not know what it is. I was expecting it to be the other way around, but more people know what it is, and less people don't know what it is. But that was not true. The last 8% knew what community education is, but did not know Edmonds offered it. The second question we asked was, would you be more willing to take a personal enrichment or a professional development class?
Okay. All right. Remember I said point to the slide?
Oh, B? I thought Edward was pointing.
Well, I think you should point while he's talking.
Okay,
It could
that's good.
interfere your thought process.
Okay, yeah, I go like this.
Yeah, when he says 35%. Can you
Okay.
back up for a second? Because it's such a clear slide, pie chart. One more.
So the slides are slightly different, so Ray needs to look at that.
Okay,
Bring that in, just like,
there. So let's start with that part. Our first question,
Our first question was, do you know what community education
can you
is?
talk louder?
Do you know what community education is? 35% of people knew what it was, and the majority of 50 did not know what it was. That shocked me. I expected more people to know what it is compared to people who don't know what it is. The last 8% knew what it is, but didn't know Edmonds offered it.
Okay, John, can you coordinate pointing to the slide while he's speaking? Walk up there, walk up to, the blue one is the 35%.
yeah.
Okay, so coordinate, 35%, John, you point to that, yeah.
35% knew what community education is, and 50% did not know what community education is. I expected it to be the other way around, when more people know what it is, and less people don't know what it is, but that was not true. The last 8% knew what it is, but did not know Edmonds offered it.
So the 7.6% there, isn't that the same as 34% of that?
They knew what it was, but they didn't know Edmonds had it. They came from other locations.
Right, just other.
Yeah. The second question we asked was, would you be more willing to take a personal enrichment class or professional development? 48% said they'd rather take a personal enrichment, and 53% said professional development. The reason why professional development got more attention was because we're in a business-focused environment. Therefore, the people there want to cement the skills in business for the career. John will go over the classes that would often be brought up for the professional and personal enrichment.
Okay, some of the feedback we got for the personal enrichment was language and culture. We're offering right now 3 Spanish classes and 1 in Italian. Okay, we're offering 3 Spanish classes and 1 in Italian. They wanted some off-site learning, like field trips, maybe to the Boeing's assembly plant or to SAM. Some of the nice things the Seattle area offers. Culinary enrichment, maybe some cooking classes, learn how to cook or bake.
Remember, so you didn't read my feedback? Okay.
Sorry.
Off-site learning such as the Boeing assembly plant in Everett.
Okay.
Okay, period. Culinary, such as one day maybe featuring seasonal cooking.
Okay,
Because this is what community ed does, is condense the class time.
okay,
So culinary, one day seasonal entries on
okay.
this.
1 day seasonal cooking classes,
Yes,
dance, you got anything on that?
salsa,
Salsa, swing dance, ballroom dancing.
You said
maybe
modern dance yesterday.
Modern dance,
Mhm.
okay. For the professional development, the business people definitely wanted to enhance their business management skills, marketing skills, social media skills.
Okay, can you give a little sub-point under each one? Business management such as,
Okay, business management such as, I don't know.
what they say?
I didn't know, I didn't read your thing, I'm sorry.
Marketing.
Yeah,
It was something that, it's that.
you got marketing,
Yeah,
business
marketing.
management, and then just slip right down, such as how to market their business.
Okay. How to
So-
market their business.
Yeah, social media, how
How to,
Enhance their online presence.
enhance their online
Okay,
presence.
social media, how to enhance their online presence, networking skills,
Yeah, where to go to meet and greet people.
okay, where to go to meet and greet people, or networking through the internet.
Okay.
Resume writing, how to write a better resume, and how to start a small business.
Maybe a one-day seminar workshop on key points to start a small business.
Okay? Maybe a 1 day workshop on key points to start a small
Good,
business.
Good, John, that's it.
I'll definitely read that and get that down.
All right. I'll refine it today. Okay.
The last question, yeah, let's go on to the next. The last question we asked, is your company willing to sponsor an employee?
Okay, so stop after that. That's a real, if you take a pause carries a lot of punch. So, it also refocuses the listener's attention. So start over, please.
The last question we asked was, is your company willing to sponsor an employee?
Okay, can you stop there? I know it seems endless.
Yeah.
Just stop there. Okay, and then who's gonna go to the board and show? John, I guess you would.
Okay, to the board and show.
Here's what I'm thinking.
Huh?
So would you start?
Alright, the last question we asked was, is your company willing to sponsor an employee? 44 companies said they will sponsor an employee. 40 companies said they will not sponsor an employee. This is because the business was too small, so they just couldn't afford to sponsor an employee. Or it was a federal company, so they already have a training program. Same goes for large companies. They already have an established training program, so they don't need outside resources. Another reason this didn't happen was because we only offer 2 business classes at community education right now. Grant writing for nonprofits 101 and 102. A lot of businesses can't get anything out of that, those 2 classes right now. These are the results we got from the business symposium. As you can see, we really need to open more business classes so more people can come in and take our classes. We're only offering 2 business classes. We got to offer more for each. Right now we're leaving out a giant part of the market. We got to offer more business classes so we get more of the business market into our classes. This concludes my findings on the community education program.
Okay, you can introduce the next speaker.
Okay, who are we next?
High school.
Okay, our next presentation will be the high school canvassing, live.
Our next focus.
Our next focus is on the high school, and Carol and Oscar will be presenting that.
You should write that down, man,
Yeah,
and
it's
say that a few times before the presentation, so
Yeah, I gotta.
everyone knows who's next, and we're gonna have to look
Yeah.
and.
Yeah, we
Yeah, I'll have, yeah,
And
that's,
another thing,
okay, that's why we're doing this.
And if you forget when you're on stage, ad lib.
Pardon?
If you forget when you're up there what the
Okay.
next name is, just say, now I'll turn it over to the next group in our presentation.
Well, I have not practiced that, introduce,
what do you think, like, a laser pointer would be?
I think it'd be terrific, who can get one?
I'll see what I can do,
I
but
will-
I don't know. Anyone have a laser pointer in here?
Anybody? No?
Oscar and Carol, describe your project. It was a live
Just sit
marketing project or a canvassing or
High school surveys.
high school surveys?
All right.
Okay. Now I'd like to introduce Oscar and Carol. They conducted a live survey at the local high schools. Okay, that way anyway.
Is that easier? Yeah, there's a lot going on over there.
Yeah, there is.
Maybe we ought to exit this way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, they come in this way, we go out this way. Okay, good. Can you just grab a seat?
A laser, what's it called, laser pointer?
Little clumsy right now.
We've done our part and we gave them this thing.
No, we'll give that, we'll make it available at the end. We have,
Hopefully until the end.
yes.
Okay, so I don't even need to bring this up.
Oh, I would bring it up, yeah, bring it up and say we have compiled, here are the results of the survey, Mary, if you'd like to.
Yeah, so just talk to them, I got it.
Thank you.
We'll do your
Okay,
next two.
Oscar.
Thank you, Carol. So, according to the survey,
Go ahead.
Hello everyone, I'm Carol and this is Oscar. So we are presenting the results for high school survey at Meadowdale High School. The Meadowdale is a public school in Edmonds Street. At the beginning, we have hard time to get into the permission to get into the campus because they have really high strict security. So the day we were allowed to get in there was during their lunch hour. And there were like a lot of kids taking their lunch and they were allowed loud music. So it's kind of hard to get attention from them. So we were like introducing them for the community education, and we show them that if you're taking these classes, it can help you build up your experience before you go to university or go to work. So they were like asking for some serious questions, taking surveys, and now Oscar gonna show the result of the survey.
thank you, Carol. So, according to the survey, we have interrogated several students about the.
I think interrogate has, means that you've been
It's a little harsh.
indicted by maybe a police officer and you're in a room with a light on you and they're asking you questions.
Hey, just say interview, man.
Yeah, interview. Can you make that switch?
According to the surveys, we have interviewed several students about the career and about community education. Then we found out that students are interested in fields, so like in medical science, like doctors, computer science, like gaming programs, and sports. Many of them want to be basketball players and engineers. Many of them want to fix cars. And then we asked them if they were interested in community education. And we found out that 28% of sophomores are interested in community education, and 39% of juniors are interested in community education. In conclusion, we encourage schools to provide more classes in medical science, computer science, sports and engineering for their students. I will pass it to the media. Social media.
So there will be Casey and Jake, but Jake's not here, so I'm just gonna do like this part of it.
social media and how we could better, most effectively use that to help community education. Currently, right now, a huge thing in social media are little videos. They grab your attention and they can really be like anything and really draw people into whatever program you're trying to do.
Okay, short videos embedded into the social. Short videos embedded into the social platform.
Or short videos embedded into the social
platform. Right.
Okay. So right here I have, so will I have a clicker or will I just say it?
No clicker, you just look to me and I'll look right
Okay.
now. I'm not paying attention, I'm sorry.
So I have an example of a short video that an artist did of a time lapse, which is a good example of ways that you could do it when you have a lot of art classes in the community education. Okay, so the idea of videos like this are to grab people's attention and bring them in. If you look at this, it makes you want to be able to do that and that's a great way we could use it for these programs. If it's art, if it's food, there's lots of different ways we could use it in a video that brings people in and actually learn those skills. Another great technique you could use are before and after images. It could be with pottery. You could have a video or a thing of clay right here, and then you see it being molded into a bowl and the finished project of it painted, and it shows you that how it starts and where it finishes, and that you are actually able to do it. A great thing too to bring more people to the site, more interested, is to have different stories of different things going on in our community. It doesn't have to directly be related to community education, but it's things that makes people want to look at your page and grabs customers from all over.
Can we call it a human interest?
Yeah, human
Instead
interest.
of things?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Human interest into the page. It could be something going on with Edmonds Community College in general, what's going on. It brings people to your page and will overall grow your customer base. Frequently posting on your page is very important. It interacts with your customers, so they're always seeing something what's going on currently. And also having some fun sayings is hugely important. It could be find your passion, get involved, socialize, anything that draws people into your program. Right, here's a link to this Facebook page.
So we have a couple things we'll need to do ahead of time.
Okay.
Well, not only that,
So that could be logged in before and then just go to that browser? Could that be so?
yeah, that's what I'm, in fact, the videos. And it's to Edmonds Community College. Do that.
And then it's like community education.
That third one down.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's this page, and there is a lot of good things going on, but there's also a lot of things that we could change to more effectively use the site. So like if you scroll down this page, there's a lot of things that are being repeated.
This is different from yesterday,
Yeah,
isn't it? This is not.
If you click on the link and you're logged in, it should just bring it to you.
This link here?
Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is the community education page that we currently have, and there's a lot of good things
Wait,
going on.
excuse me, can you scroll up to the top? Okay, go ahead.
So currently, this is the community education Facebook page we have right now. There are a lot of good things going on, but there's a lot of things that we could also improve to just get a better place for our clients to go and see what we're really about. if you go down, scroll down a little, you see a lot of things are being repeated. They are frequently using it, which is awesome, but there's just things that we could change to bring more people in. You would want to, the frequency is great, but to change a little bit of what's being seen, because we don't have any videos in. With the classes that we produce, there's lots of opportunities for videos. This picture right here, that's awesome. More things like this to bring people in that you see this woman's painting it. It's something that you could do as well and bring more people to the class. So overall, there's a lot of things you could improve, but there's also things doing well, so just keep going forward. Thank you. That's what I have social media, and I will pass it to the next page. I don't know.
Comparisons. It's Nikita with a comparison of other colors.
Okay, so I'll pass it off.
Who's doing the comparison?
And then, Nikita, are you ready?
I'm not really sure, but I could give it a try.
Okay, give it a try.
This is a real clean slide, where you designed it, I appreciate that, and thank you for that. It's much improved. Did you do that?
I did it.
You're part of this too?
Thanks.
Go up with him. Yes, please, Donna.
Where do you do comparison to?
Hello, my name is Nikita Cherva.
You have to talk much louder.
Hello, my name is Nikita Cherva, and I was thinking about the comparisons and differences of colleges. Here, in classes for South Seattle, I think would be the cheapest out of all of them.
Now wait, one is community education on the top.
Yeah, this is Edmonds, South Seattle, and North Seattle.
These are all community education. Community education has online classes that are non-credited and less expensive, and then they have in-class ones. So I think they're all continuing education, from what I understand.
Okay.
But I didn't do the research.
I'm sorry, would you start over? And your posture's great, by the way. Yes. Okay, good for you.
Hello, my name is Nikita Cherva. I'd like to show you guys what I think about the differences of colleges and what I think best would go.
So what you have to say is, we compared Edmonds program with South Seattle and North Seattle. You have to understand, just let them know that this is a comparison chart.
I'd like to show the
Comparisons.
comparisons between Edmonds with South Seattle and North Seattle College.
Thank you. Good.
For what I think, South Seattle would be the best for all of them, because in the classes, it is the most cheapest out of all three classes. For online classes,
All right, why don't you start with, you're going to show the comparison. These are maybe the most popular class offerings. And then you can see, Edmund, you can see ours compared to South Seattle that has, instead of cheap, what's a better word to use?
Inexpensive.
Correct.
Aren't those, so these classes up here, these prices, this is tuition for the actual classes of the college, of the community college. This isn't,
That's what I'm thinking. Those
That's not
online
the-
classes are not community
that's
ed.
not the,
Oh, that is
community
true.
education.
So I'd like
Marissa redid this slide and she took off the online classes and she did some highlighting and stuff, so we just don't have her slide deck.
Okay, so the real slide will not show online
So it'll,
classes.
So
it does
just
not
check
have.
that out, man, and then you'll
Right,
have,
Nikki,
you know what I mean? So then you know like the numbers.
All right, so you're just gonna see the in-class.
these classes.
These are the most popular community education classes.
These are the most popular classes out of the colleges, and for South Seattle, it is the most inexpensive classes. For all of the classes, I think South Seattle will be the most popular class.
All right, I'm
college.
gonna write you a script and send it to you today. All right. Do you have anything to say?
Actually, we do not know like who is going to say which part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at this point, you aren't factored into the presentation, is that correct? Okay. All right.
Second slide needs a lot of work. Needs
Oh,
some work.
gosh,
So,
yes.
I'd like to clean this up if that's okay with you guys.
All right.
Do it. But this would be your talking points, and then the slide would just have some bullets.
Okay.
So.
So that concludes our portion of the comparison between community colleges. Can you say that?
The portion of
This
our,
concludes,
this includes our proportion with our Edmonds community
all right, the comparison.
comparison with Edmonds community.
Okay, next.
Are you gonna incorporate this in their script though? Like I'll change the slide so it has less noise.
I'm just gonna send them what I did yesterday.
Okay.
I'll send it to all of you. Okay. And then you face the audience and you leave. Okay, wait, then,
And
so some conclusions and suggestions.
so
Joseph presents some conclusions and suggestions.
All right. Hey, just relax, you know what I mean? Relax.
Over there.
And like,
Center aisle.
center off. There we go.
Sorry.
Feel me? You're good. Okay. So, I don't know, it should be like suggestions, conclusions, like all in one.
Let me
They
see
kind
the
of look
next
like the
slide.
same. This isn't completely done, I'm gonna have to tweak
All right.
it. So, but I have like some info, this is just a wrap up of everything basically. And I took off the other conclusions page that I had. So I'll tweak it, you know what I mean, and make it right.
Yes.
I need like a compilation of everything, you know, and I have like that, a lot of those notes here. Suggestions that all begins with market research. Okay, we know suggestions. Surveys are your best tools. You're gonna need a box for like the gender, your estimated age.
Okay, so you have a little more punch into, from our experience, we realize that it all begins with market research.
Right.
Punctuate those words. please.
So it all begins with market research. Okay, that's the foundation and the base of what needs to be done here to actually increase the enrollment status. What we found out at the business symposium is that surveys, you're going to need gender. Well, let me relax. Okay,
Are you uptight?
I am right now because I kind of got thrown off. You see what I'm saying?
I tell you what,
Get that.
if you work on that side of the screen and use your hand up like this to highlight the bullets as you go down.
Right. First, I need you to take a breath. Right. Okay. So it all begins with market research, and our team had gone out to the business symposium, and we found that surveys need to be orchestrated a little bit better. Okay.
Sorry.
That's cool. So we figured that the best questions to ask on the survey to get the best information would be, first of all, you need to have a box for gender. You need to have an estimated age of the respondent. That way we can categorize the results.
And target the results. Target market the results better.
Target the results. Categorize and target.
Okay, yeah.
Right. Anyway, so I have some wrap-ups here that I actually done for the suggestions. And so 48% for the business symposium research summary, the most popular classes were personal enrichment and 52% for professional enrichment or professional enhancement and 48% for personal enrichment. People are interested in off-site learning and locations like the Bowen Plan, and we covered that in culinary arts, like seasonal cooking and business management, marketing for business, social media networking, resume writing, and how to start a business were really, really popular with people, because it seems that like 7 out of 10 people actually just want to learn a business course. If we offer more business classes, then we can, in a continuing education program, more businesses will be willing to sponsor their employees to take these classes. And also having a booth at the business symposium and other like events would really help out with enrollment, you know, and recruiting that. So for the students at Meadowdale Research, we found that most of the students were interested in computer science and gaming, athletics, medical science, and engineering. And 38% of the students were juniors, and 28% were sophomores. So that's a pretty good chunk there of students that were just targeted by the group that went out there. But if you had a consistent team doing the same thing, like the market research, then I'm sure the numbers will be gone and be a little bit higher. Excuse me. Says a note here, it says find out how we can incorporate classes into community education to grow enrollment. So yeah, that was brought up, to incorporate the classes into the community education program that they like, you know, and then we can actually grow the numbers there also with the students. For our online or social media, we need to show create interactive, eye-catching content. Build social media pages like for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Like you hit them all, you know, and just have like maybe one person or a team of 2 people, you know, just manning that. And
Monitoring.
Monitoring.
Yes.
The
feeds.
Let me get these 2 articulated, right? So, and edit continually to eliminate duplicate posting. That was a big point. And show no more than 2 or 3 or 3 or 4 posts a day. So we don't want to just come off as spam, you know. And then use social media videos to give clear examples of the class's benefits. That's a really good social media move there. And it would be nice also to show photos of people like that's already on the Facebook page, but maybe a picture of a before and an after. You know, this is what this person did before they learned, and after. That would be really good. People could relate to that and say, oh wow, maybe I could do it too. All right. So in conclusion, I think it all begins with market research. Build a research team. Establish your 4 Ps and your 4 Cs. And what?
What are the 4 Cs?
That's what I was just gonna say, man. Because you know, there's so many of them, and I don't have those actually memorized. I have 4 Ps back.
We got the 4 Ps
Right.
down, yeah.
So
You
I
can
mean,
do some
yeah,
bullet
but
points. Krista can help you with some bullets in there.
It's easy to look up. Just, you know, just give it the textbook example.
No, we don't have to read
so
it.
for sure, yeah,
That's okay.
definitely have that up there. 4 Cs. Sounds good to you?
Yes, and then did you read what I wrote to you yesterday?
No.
Okay. Let me do it again today. All right, go ahead.
Gather research from online analytics and in-person feedback. And we're trying to fill classes, which means we have to actually target the market. So
This concludes
our presentation on our market research.
Okay, we learned a lot. We've all increased, well, you want me to say that? Maybe not.
No, go ahead. What were you saying?
No, just.
This is practice, right?
This
So-
concludes our presentation. I can speak for our class that we really all learned a lot and improved our skills from a few.
Great.
For what?
For Joseph, for the conclusion is going to be 3 minutes or 7 minutes or between 3 and 5 minutes.
How about 3 to 5 minutes?
So that way you can practice with timing yourself.
Yep.
And
Okay.
that helps, for me, it helps me be concise because I'll talk forever.
Okay. We have to field questions. So should I come up and say, are there any questions, or do you want to?
I can say it.
Yeah.
I mean, or you.
This concludes our
Since you were
presentation.
the first person up there,
Okay,
maybe you should be
and I'll
the
say,
last
okay,
person.
thank you for,
Joining us.
Thank you for joining us. Do you have any questions?
Right, because you mentioned in the video, because we were talking about when to ask the questions.
Yeah, some
So-
receivers want it right after each section, some want it at the end.
Maybe we should just give them a sheet of paper and have the 2 sections there, you know, for like, or the 3 sections, like the questions for the 3 different categories,
All right,
4 different
all right.
categories, and they can write the questions as they go.
I like that idea. Could you develop that, Omni? So, I'll explain to you.
When you ask questions, is it like anyone, like they'll ask it for specific people, or are we gonna have question answering people? Like, because I think it'll just depend, because there's so many groups and we're all gonna be sitting down, and I think it makes more, like, a lot of sense to have, because like, for social media, I'll be able to answer, like, things like like
So
that.
should we,
Get messy.
after each section, is that a good time to say what? Do you have any questions on social media?
No, I think after the presentation, I think after you ask them, they have questions.
Yes.
The pressure's off, the balloon is deflated.
Right.
So I think it's okay to open it up a little bit more to where, you know, the people that actually,
Okay, because it'll be a more relaxed
It'll be
atmosphere.
more relaxed.
All right,
So
so
she
we'll
could
take the
answer.
questions at the end. Omni's going to develop a sheet of paper with maybe, we gotta get out of here, maybe 4 quads and give them to our guests so they can jot notes down. Do you know what I mean?
Would it be effective if like, would it be effective if like, for example, you had like maybe one person from each of the slides go up, like to stand there when they ask questions, so if they ask anyone, like, there's somebody who like represents, they can do that?
Well, I have a
Just,
question
like,
on
5
social
or
media and then
something,
pop
or
right
3
out there.
Yeah,
Or
like
just
they're
stand.
all, if like, let's say.
Just
you have,
stand.
Just stand in your
Like,
place.
if like 4 or however many like topics there are, we're standing there ready for questions already.
Okay.
And then if they bring up your topic, you answer.
So like at the end for the presenter, all stay
I
back
think,
there.
I think if you just kept it simple, you know what I'm saying, like if you just stood up the way you talk, that would be cool, because these people gonna be sitting here, they're just gonna go like this. You know, it's
That's
not like
right, that's
a
right.
competition for like, the presentations, you know what I mean? It's just, we're doing presentations with them, we're doing a good job at it. At the end, it's relaxed, you know, so I mean, to be cordial, you would just stand up, to be professional, you know, because it is a presentation.
Yeah.
And if they ask a social media question, boom, there you go, or if
But
they
like,
ask.
should we have like, what I'm saying, so
I
it's
guess
not,
it
you don't
would-
want it
it
so
could get
messy,
messy.
but you don't want it so messy where everyone like, they have this question, 3 people have an answer, everyone stands up at the same time.
So you're gonna make a sheet of paper.
Or you know within your group.
On there's gonna be.
Yeah,
Like
of
a given
each question.
Yeah.
But the groups are sitting together, right?
Yeah, right, and we sit together.
But
so-
like, even if they're sitting, you need to have like someone who's assigned who's gonna answer the questions, because it could be a whole group and everyone has an answer.
Okay, within your group, you can assign that. Like I say, just give Jake a nudge in the ribs, if you can stand up,
There you go.
that's your
Like
part
for
of
them
it.
too, like they can say, what she does, or you're definitely doing social media, you know, and asking questions on that.
Cause like, well, what if there, if you don't do anything and both people are like, well, I don't know, and then it's just like.
We murdered that one, folks.
I think for people who already present, they might already have ideas like you and me and like that. So each group, that one person can stand up and
Yeah,
answer.
yeah, we'll be sitting together, and, you know, figure that out ahead of time, like you're definitely doing social media, I mean, I would guess, right? You know, and, you know,
Just to have,
when you
before
got,
11, you can do
sit right
a
next to each other, you know?